Hello, Captains. It's me, TONIK TZW. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Dark Lord Moonstone to the Rusty Buckets fleet. We've been friends for a little while. We played a couple of games randomly. We were both on comms, and he bumped into me last night, and so we played a few games. And he's decided to come and join the Rusty Buckets. So, welcome to the fleet, buddy, and I shall forgive you for this game. I have warned the fleet about what happened in this game, but you are going to enjoy it and probably have a laugh at my expense at the same time. I'm in the Tier 6 German Premium Destroyer, the Z35. I'm running Blue Ferrora. I am not running Mosquito Brutes for the extremely fast torpedo reload because it just reduces the torpedo damage by too much. I mix and match depending on how I'm feeling on any particular day. But if you want a standard commander for this one, it's always going to be Eric Bay. And you can stick Jersey Swirsky with him. And there's also a Pan-Asian commander that will further reduce your concealment if you want to go for a full concealment build. This one, I'm in the Z35. Dark Lord is in the Tier 6 British Premium Destroyer, the Cossack. He's going to push down the right-hand side. I'm going to push down the left-hand side. And we are going to go and do the most important job of a destroyer, which is to spot Red Team. We also have a carrier match, and that carrier is going to spot us, but Red Team are going to completely ignore where we are spotted on the map, and they're going to do the lemming train thing straight down to the flanks of the map. Now, this Gnevny has got himself spotted. I've got a good amount of range, so I am going to start following this guy, knowing that I can keep him spotted. And as we can see there, our team are actually shooting at this guy. Now, I put my torpedoes against the edge of the island, thinking he was going to try and turn out and run away from all the shots that are going in at him. But lucky for me, he runs face first into the island. And even though he's going to smoke up, a smoke is no shield from torpedoes. And he is going to take two of those. And that's going to be First Blood and Dev Strike. 10,724 damage. This is not a high damage game. Now, I'm looking at the minimap and seeing where our carrier has got ships spotted, and I realise that they are literally all out on the flanks. And so I'm going to go straight through the middle. You've seen me do this before, and I try to tell people, do not always go charging out to the flanks of the map and leave it wide open, because you are setting yourself up for defeat. Now, the thing I like to do in these circumstances is to push all the way through and get onto the enemy capture point, because it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to win the game very, very quickly for you, or all those guys that have gone out to the flanks are going to have to turn around to try and defend, which is going to make it easier for your team, who are out on the flanks as well, to push through. So, yeah, don't leave the middle of the map wide open. There is a lesson to learn. And if you see that the middle of the map is wide open and you are in a ship that you think is capable of defending the center of the map, then send yourself in that direction and just stop something ridiculous like this from happening. Now the carrier is just outside of range of my torpedoes, and I'm looking. The Gorky is coming back. The Pensacola is going to come back from the right flank, and this carrier is going to try and harass me. And he's moving very, very slowly. We've got 1 minute tied down from the cap, 2 minutes to go, but I'm looking at the minimap and I'm realizing that that Gorky is definitely going to get to this capture point before I can take it. So I need to think about moving off the cap. We're going to just overlap our torpedoes there, And I shouldn't have overlapped. I should have just put them straight bang on the indicator. But what I was thinking about is whether or not that carrier is going to pick up speed or go into reverse, in which case the overlap is going to be worthwhile. Now those planes keep spotting me as they go over. The Gorky is behind me on the cap. We've got a Pensacola off our front. We can see that the destroyer has turned and is coming this way too. And even though we get 3 torpedo hits and 1 flood, we don't quite kill the carrier. But the fact that we're not running a 40% torpedo damage reduction with mosquito brutes means that with 1 salvo, we can take down the carrier. The Pensacola has taken a beating, and so I'm now just waiting for my guns to come round. Because Dark Lord is with me on the cap, we know that we have this Pensacola running us down. We know that we've got the Gorky behind us. And I'm going to start running my sonar soon because I know the Gorky has torpedoes. But he's far enough away from me that I don't need to be worried about his sonar at the moment as we take the Pensacola down for our 3rd kill of the game. The Gorky is broadside to us. The carrier is bombing our smokescreen. And I've switched to Armor Pearson, running over my smokescreen. But I put my torpedoes towards Dark Lord there, putting a bit of a screen in place from stopping that Gorky from pushing him down. I now pop my sonar and we're going to reverse back and bring that Gorky within the 5k range, and we are going to start wailing on him too. He is getting absolutely pummeled, but we're going to finish that one with a double citadel. And yes, if you were keeping tally, that's kill number 4. Dark Lord is on the cap. That's good because we're still taking the cap, and I think, hey, I'm on for a Kraken here. I know it's a destroyer out here. I've got a little bit of time left on my sonar, and I'm sure that I can gun this guy down and get myself a Kraken. I'm feeling hungry. There he is. It's the Akatsuki. Hit points wise, I've got the advantage. Guns wise, yes, I've got the reload, but these Japanese destroyers do have quite a high alpha damage. And then Dark Lord starts shooting, and I'm going, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. And he takes the kill, and I get an assist. And I was like, what part of don't shoot didn't you understand? And he was like, I was just going to fire a couple of salvos and try and help you whittle them down. And I was like, nope, I had that one more than in hand and was quite capable of taking that guy down for the Kraken as we lose our aircraft carrier. And I turn around because if I'm going to salvage anything from this game, it's going to be sailing onto the cap and getting a cap assist. So I still invited him to join the fleet. And I did tell him that I would be putting this video out. And I did tell him that I'd be absolutely slating him for taking that kill from me. And especially when it was a Kraken kill. If it was my only kill of the game, it wouldn't have bothered me one bit. But yeah, I've warned the rest of the fleet that if they're on for a Kraken kill, not to say anything to him, just in case he gets an itchy trigger finger. But we hit the cap with just over 10 seconds to spare. Although Red Team are on our cap, they're too far away to do anything about this. And the timer is going to go out as we take a full base capture, and just over half the time of the game there. 69, dude, for the damage. First Blood and the Dev Strike, 4 kills, 1 assist. Top of the board with 2140. Dark Lord gets himself a very good second place there on 1546. Solid win for Blue Team on our part, but there were quite a lot of guys disappeared in that one. But we managed to do exactly what we needed to do to win that one. So I hope that one's given you a little bit of a laugh watching that Kraken kill disappear from in front of my eyes. Don't forget, smash that like button, leave me a comment, tell me you feel sorry for me. Subscribe to the channel channel if you haven't already done so. And until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and goodbye.